Hi guys. So today I thought it'd be fun to go through my summer favourites as we're about halfway through. Well, yeah, we're like mid-August now. And I thought I'd show you some of my summer faves. Just because a lot of the time I find like the ones, when I was like going around and like thinking of the ones that I really loved at the moment, they're all ones that are actually like giving me stuff. Like I always find that they're my favourites, and like, because you know, you got new and exciting things happening and like things start moving and it's really excited. And then I start like getting obsessed over these plants because, as we all do, you see new growth and you're like, oh my god, wow, it's so beautiful, I love it. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to show you what I've got loving at the moment. So first up on the list of my summer faves is this Micans. So this is Philodendron Micans. I've had it for quite a long time, really. A couple of years, and for about 9 months I had it trailing and the leaves were getting really small and I didn't like it, and then I decided to pop it on a moss pile and it was growing, but it still wasn't really doing very well, and I was really quite struggling with it. I'm not very good at moss piles, as if you watch my videos you'll know, and now I have put it on this wood and it is so cute. It's starting to attach onto the wood, which I'm really excited about. I'll put a little clip somewhere in a moment. But it's just seems to be doing really well. Like all of the new growth looks beautiful. It's so like fresh and velvety, and the problem with my Micans, the problem I had before was all of the leaves towards the bottom would go a bit like this, and they just did not look happy at all. And it's kind of stopped doing that, which is great. And I also changed the soil, which I think might help. I put it into like a cocoa mix instead of what I had it in before. But yeah, it's just doing so well at the moment. Seems so happy, like all these leaves. And yeah, I'm so excited. Now it's on an actual piece of wood, I feel like the leaves will start to really mature. This wood is really high anyway, but once it reaches the top, I'm just going to attach another piece to the top so it can just do its thing and get huge, because they are gorgeous. I saw a little sneak peek on Caitlin from Plant Life in the Tropics, her Philodendron Micans. She gave us a little sneak peek of the one going on her wall, and oh my god, beautiful. And I can't wait for mine to get like that. I really hope it does. But yes, I'm excited about this one. Next up, I have got my Alocasia Pink Dragon. This is a fairly new plant. I got it this summer and I was really put off by Alocasias for quite a while. I had Elephant Ear Stingray one and I absolutely loved it. It was gorgeous, but it got thrips really bad and I'm like traumatised. I thought I'd got rid of them and then I hadn't, and it just, they like spread through half my collection, and I know they can be like a spider mite. Spider mites just get attached to them and just love them for whatever reason. But I keep looking at them and I just love the foliage. They're so gorgeous. Like the leaf shape, the veining, like the colour of this is gorgeous. I love like these deep greens, and then you've got the contrast to like the really pink stem. I just think it's lush, and the stem as well has got all these really cute like speckles on, and I'm just obsessed. I can't even. But when I got it, it was only 4 leaves, and then after a few weeks it started putting out this one, and look how massive it is. Like, I'm obsessed. It's still hardening off. Obviously you can see it's not got like that contrast between the veining and the leaves yet, because the leaves haven't gotten that really deep bluey green colour yet. But I'm obsessed. Like, this is like the size of my head, bigger than my head. But yeah, I love this plant, and now I cannot help but just look at alocasia online all the time. So I feel like I will be expanding my collection. Now I've got over the fear, because they are just beautiful plants, you cannot deny it. They're gorgeous. I know some people are like, hate them, don't see the hype, but I was a bit like that, and now I'm converted. Bloody love them. Okay, next up we've got this cactus. I'm not sure actually what kind of cactus this is. I don't really show cactus on my channel. I have a few, not many. I used to love them. My whole collection just used to be cactus and succulents, the whole collection. And then I really got into like foliage, and yeah, my cactus collection kind of faded out, but there's a few that I've kept and I love them. And this guy I bought from like a car boot sale probably like 8 years ago maybe, and it never really did anything. It had 4 cacti in here, and one of them died. It just rotted. I can't remember now. It was a very long time ago that happened. But yeah, so now it's just got these 3, and since we moved to the new house, it has been giving me new growth, which is probably why it's on my favourites. It really needs a repot, because probably not repotted this in about 5 years, so I'm actually planning on doing that today. I'm just waiting for some cactus soil to come in the post so I can do that. I've got quite a few that really need it, and they've not been repotted in about 4 or 5 years, which is so bad. And like, this doesn't actually have any drainage, so need to get that sorted. It's fine if you don't have drainage, if you kind of know your plant. Like, I know the exact amount to water this, and then I won't water it for like a month or something, and it just seems to be fine. But I am going to be repotting it and putting it into something with drainage, just because it is just better for the plant all in all. So this is one of my faves this month. I will see if I can try and find the name of it, but it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but the new growth is kind of like that dusty blue, which I love. And it's got these red spines. It's just so cool. I just love it. It grows a bit like narrow, and then it seems to plump itself out. So hopefully this keeps growing for me. And I've also noticed that some of my plants that just haven't done anything in a really long time, as soon as I started, so in January I started using liquid gold leaf, which is a fertiliser. And ever since I've started using that, I've been getting new growth on some plants that just haven't done anything for me for years. So it might be that, it might be other things, I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep using it because it seems to be working wonders on my plants. Okay, so as we are on the cacti and succulent train, I wanted to show you this one. So yeah, I've been getting really like really into cacti and succulents recently. Again, just because I feel like I needed my fill of foliage sort of plants and really build up my collection for that. And now I'm getting really quite obsessed with cacti again. And I want to start building up my collection because they are gorgeous. But this is not the best pot for it. It kind of doesn't fit, but we'll just ignore that. So this guy I actually got as a Christmas present from my bosses where I used to work. I think it was Christmas. Yeah, I'm sure it was. But it's just so cute. I absolutely love it. It's growing really fast. I'm gonna head out of the way, please focus. Come on. But as you can see, it's like dotty on the leaves, and I am obsessed with that. Like that, those markings are just so beautiful. And I love how the edges are re-ribboned. And again, I don't know the name of this. I'm gonna try and have a look. And if I can find it, I'll put it down below here. But it is beautiful and I'm obsessed. I've also accidentally snapped one of the leaves off. And in here, I didn't realise for ages, but it's putting a little baby out. So that is cute. I can't wait for that to get bigger as well. And hopefully I can get like a nice big pot of this. It is just beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. Like I stare at it every morning when I make my cup of tea. So the next guy on my list is this Anthurium clarinervium, and I am obsessed with this as well. I have gotten really into plants. I've got like massive leaves and have like that contrast in the really dark foliage and the veining. I am honestly obsessed with it. I love anything that's got like really dark foliage. I love, my like favourite colour is like that dark green anyway. And this, you cannot deny, is just beautiful. Whenever I see these plants, like mine and other people's, they're always so beautiful. And I am actually really quite lucky with this one. I bought this back in maybe February time. From, I think it was oh my god, the flower got caught on my head. I bought this from, I think it was Cowell's Garden Centre, I want to say, and it was around £30, which for me is quite a lot. I try not to spend that much on plants, and I know a lot of people out there, like planty people, like spend a ridiculous amount of money on their plants and want a big collection of really rare plants, and I would love to do that. But I'm very practical with my money. I don't like to, I don't want to just spend all my wages on that. I want to save and all that stuff. So yeah, I will either wait until I am so obsessed with a plant that I know like I need it, and even then I won't go over like £60. I don't ever, like the most expensive plant I got was cut into about 80, and then probably the most expensive one I've bought is like £30–40. Like I don't try not to spend too much money on plants. I don't want to get like that obsessed person. Anyway, gone off on a tangent. So I love this plant, and again I was really worried about this, and I love anthuriums. They are so gorgeous, and I was a little bit skeptical because I know they can be very finicky, and I put it off for a very long time, and I saw this one and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to go for it. Like I'll never know if I don't try. And so far it's doing really well, which I'm really surprised about. Like none of the it's not dropped any leaves. It's put out three since I've got it. it just seems really happy, and that it's not really near a humidifier. Well, it's not near a humidifier, I don't actually really have one. I've got like a mini one, but it doesn't really do anything. I never really put it on. But yeah, I'm so shocked it's doing so well. This is the latest leaf, and I just love this plant as well, just because of like the way it grows. Like, it will shoot out a new leaf and it will be tiny. Like, this was probably half the size when it came out, and then they will slowly grow and grow into like these massive leaves here. This was the last new leaf, and it was tiny like this one when it first shot out, and as it sort of hardens off, it slowly gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's really strange because you don't notice it at first, and then all of a sudden you look and you think, oh my god, that's huge now. Like, when did that happen? So yeah, it's a really interesting plant. I love the way it grows. I love that the leaves come in really tiny and really cute and like that brown colour, and then they slowly just get bigger till you get these massive heart-shaped leaves. Also obsessed with velvety leaves right now. Like, anything velvety, I'm all over. And like, this has got the veinings like silver. I'll insert like close-ups in a minute of the veining and the foliage and stuff, because it's so beautiful. I'm so obsessed with this, and I'm so glad it's doing really well. Like, I didn't even really know anything about anthurium. Like, I've always wanted one, but I've never really looked into it. When I got this one, I did like a little bit of research I could do with all my plants, and I was just like, yeah, okay, fine. And I've just sort of gone with it, and it seems really happy, which I am so happy about, because gorgeous. Okay, so next up on my faves is this Monstera albo. Oh my god, that literally like went out my head then. So I know I'm not going to say much about this plant, just because I know I've spoken about it quite a lot on my channel, but I'm really obsessed. So I bought this. If you've not watched my channel before, if you're new here, I bought this over a year ago now. It was last summer, I think back in June, and I bought this as a cutting, and it had 2 leaves on it, and it was got sent for a heat wave, so it was very droopy and sad when I first got it. And it didn't really do anything. It sort of rotted a leaf that it was going to put out, and then it just didn't do anything for such a long time. And the last few months, it's then put out these 2 leaves, which are beautiful. I'm a bit gutted this is so white, although it is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted it's so white, just because, you know, it's obviously not going to last. It can't photosynthesize. I'm just going to enjoy it while I can. It's just got that little bit of green going through the middle. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this plant. I've just put it on this wooden stake for it to climb up, so I really hope that really encourages it to keep growing. And I've noticed that there's a little aerial root trying to poke out now along the wood, so I'm really excited about that one. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about this one, because I know I talk about it a lot. Okay, so last but not least, I've got this Hoya, I think it's a pubicalyx. This is I've only just started getting into Hoya as well. I've only got 2, and I don't really know much about them. As I said, I'm only just getting into them, but I bought this one a while ago and I'm obsessed. Absolutely love it. It's a bit like funky and like mad, like Hoya do get like that, which is, I love it. But it's more the markings on this one and like the colouring. So as you can see, let me get this focused. I love it when the new leaves come in and they get a bit sun stressed and they go like this purpley colour, like deep greeny purple, and then it's got almost like these, oh, come on, focus. And then it's got these like beautiful splashy markings on, which I just cannot, like, that is gorgeous. I love like splashy. I love like splashy variegation, and like when it's on these dark leaves, like it is so beautiful. So yeah, this is another one that has just gone mad for me, like over summer. Didn't really do anything when I got it. It kind of put out all of these like tendrils and didn't really do anything. Like it was just the ones at the bottom. Like it's just, oh my god. It has just started like giving me so many new leaves everywhere, and yeah, I'm obsessed. I have it in a window and some of the leaves are a little bit bleached, like down here, which you do get if you want to sun stress your Hoyas. That's just the way it goes, you know, which I don't mind that much, just because it's worth it just to get all of these beautiful dark leaves. But yeah, I just love this plant. It is so funky and weird. Like I've got it in my kitchen at the moment, like in front of my sink, because it will get morning sunlight, and then that's it. So it's not too strong on the plant, but it has enough to like sun stress it a little bit. And it's just like putting out these tendrils, and it was like they were going in the sink and everything. So I've kind of got them resting up against the wall. So they're kind of growing up, but I've not really ever seen Hoyas grow upwards really, but we're just gonna go with it. That's the only place I can really put it at the moment without it just like going mad. But yeah, so loving this plant right now. Okay, so that is all for today. I hope you like this video. I always love watching people's favourites and like seeing what their plants like, which ones they're loving right now. So hope you've all enjoyed this too. And oh, the sun's coming out, so nice. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed. If you want to watch more of my Planty videos, go subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Like, follow, all that stuff. And if you want to see more Planty content and behind the scenes sort of things, follow my my camera died, lol. Chatting to myself for a bit there. So yeah, follow my Planty Instagram for like behind the scenes and stuff. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.